We are very much appreciative of what the bank has done on the African continent. It has improved significantly. We appreciate that the bank has now completed the reform process of the restructuring the bank, where the decentralization has brought the staff closer to the where the projects are being implemented, closer to us, which has been very, very helpful in terms of implementation. We have also seen the efficiency of the bank improve significantly. And I think the capital increase discussion has come at the right time, because this is a time when Africa is reforming. This is a time when Africa needs more resources than previously provided. And this is where we need way more and also more partnership with the private sector, more partnership with other development partners. And it's a time that the capital increase discussion starts taking place at the moment to see how that capital increase can leverage more resources from the private sector and also from the different markets. So it has come at the right time, and that's why all of us as governors of this bank, the Africa Development Bank, are here to support the general capital increase. Is that it has improved significantly in terms of efficiency, and what was lacking was also being closer to our own countries, where it was functioning out of the headquarters, but now we have the regional presence, which is very helpful in terms of responding to our needs. So we are very happy, at least with the way the bank is structured now. We are very happy with the efficiency that has come with the restructuring. What we expect is that, first of all, we have seen last year we concentrated more on the agriculture side. And this year we are focusing more on building more of the industries that are the industries that are going to drive our trade, also with domestic production, the industries that are going to help generate the jobs that we need especially for the young people. So the industries and industrialization, the way it is structured with industrial parks, with special economic zones, this is what drives the growth. This is what provides the jobs on the continent. And now focusing on this area of industrialization is something that is very critical. That's where value is added in the industries. And that's why we very much appreciate that they have chosen this topic for us to discuss in Busan. For Korea, there is quite a lot that we can learn from Korea. Korea in the 1960s was at the same level as Ghana in terms of the GDP per capita, but moved very, very fast because it had to choose the prerequisites for development. And those prerequisites include human capital development, very, very critical. It also realized the heavy investment in bringing the private sector to play the role, especially in competitiveness. It also focused on trade. But what is known about Korea is the ICT part. And what we also learned from Korea is also how the institutional rebuilding has taken place to make sure that it is accountable, it is efficient to deliver on the vision that it had. So it has been quite a good experience, not only for this meeting, but also for each of our individual countries in terms of the experience they've gone through. Because within a very short time, they managed to really become a high-income country, right from below almost, I remember in 1964, when they were the same level as Ghana. But now if you compare the two countries, you can see what has happened to Korea. In ICT, has been way, way ahead of the game in terms of really improving despite other challenges they were having. Well, the need that we all have, each country is different from the other. And the needs are also different because we're not the same countries. But the bank, the 5 areas that they have chosen, in terms of agriculture, in terms of linking Africa, connecting Africa to each other, in terms of the energy that is necessary, in terms of other areas, integration of Africa, it has been, the 5 areas that have been chosen are very critical. And as I was talking about in the meeting, is that in terms of attaining the SDGs, in terms of attaining the Agenda 63, this kind of agenda of the Africa Development Bank is a big contributor to succeeding in terms of achieving those goals that we have all signed to. So it's very, very important. It is in response to the needs of the African countries. It is also the areas that we endorsed as governors of the bank. So we are very much appreciative that this time we are moving deeply to see how we can implement them by also mobilizing more resources to see how they can be implemented. For us, as I mentioned, the high fives were endorsed by the governors because they are relevant to our development process. And I think all of them are relevant at the different levels. There's no choice of each one, but also they are all important because we need them for our development process. Rather than taking all the areas, it is always good to pick those ones that are very key and focus on them to have a bigger impact. So that's why we endorse them, and that's why we are making them ours. I think it was a very, very good idea for the bank, the senior management, to consult with the governors from each of the regions to hear from them what they think about the general capital increase, and also give ideas on what they think that can be done between now and the time we go on the market to see how we can raise the money for the general capital increase. So we very much appreciate that idea.